Robert back with Bluegrass Bushcraft. Real Cobra Burnout. Done a tag video for anybody that watched it on your Sentimental Guns. I've got a couple of guns that are sentimental to me I'd like to share with you all. It's for the Real Cobra Burnout. This first one, this is my St. Louis Hawken flintlock. Built this from a kit. It's not the first kit I've ever made, but it was the hardest one I've ever done. Had to do a lot of work to this stock. I mean, it was really a lot bigger stock. I mean, I had to do a lot of filing and rasping. Got it down to size. Fit the gun. I had to blue the barrel. I mean, whole 9 yards. And turned out pretty decent. Done this probably 20 years ago. I mean, I used to be into black powder guns really big. Competition shoots, beef shoots, different things. And so I really like my black powder, even though I don't get a chance to shoot them much. I haven't shot them in a long time. But this was my gun that I really put a lot of time into. And I mean, I've had it for years, so it's really sentimental to me. I'll never get rid of it. Awesome gun. And a lot of fun to shoot. It's a little prison cover made out of a piece of old leather glove. So just beautiful, beautiful gun. Got a lot of brass. There's the patch pan. That's my first one. Next, I have an old double barrel black powder shotgun. Great old gun. Probably somewhere close to 20 years ago. I mean, I'd been wanting a double barrel black powder shotgun for quite a while. They were really expensive to buy new. The older antique ones, they were even higher. Really couldn't afford one. But I had another black powder kit, CBA I think it was, 54 caliber that I'd built, and I think CBA made it, I can't remember, it's been so many years ago, but it was a Frontier, little small 50 caliber muzzleloader, and guy brought in an old ragged out shotgun one day because he knew I was wanting one. I mean, it would just beat to death, and I swapped him them two old guns for it. I seen it and I had to have it, even though it was, I didn't even know if it would shoot. It was a wore out piece of junk, and it was just awful, but I wanted one so bad, and I could see the gun's potential, and I had to have it, so I traded him. And he wanted the Frontier rifle for his son for a first muzzle loader. But this stock, I mean, it was just black, nasty, greasy. I mean, the diamond inlays, whatever you call that there, I mean, you couldn't even see that. It was just all caked up. The barrel didn't have any finish on it other than rusty places. All of this silver here with the detail, it was just all black and corroded. Took my Dremel tool and cleaned that up. I don't know if this camera will focus in on it or not. Just a lot of, can't get the camera to focus in, but there's a lot of beautiful detail in this gun. But I took the stock off, refinished it, done the true oil gun finish on it. And under the barrel, I could tell that there was, it It originally had the plum brown barrel finish, so I redone it in the plum brown, and it turned out beautiful. Wish this camera would focus in a little bit better, but it's not going to. But the worst part about it was, here in the stock, somebody had tried to carve out a leaf. If I remember correctly, it was an oak leaf, but they had messed it up and it was really starting to splinter out really bad all the way around, and looked awful. So I had this old Indian head nickel or buffalo nickel, buffalo on the back, whatever you want to call them. So I just inlaid it in there where somebody tried to carve that leaf, covered up most of it. And I really wish it hadn't been in it. Maybe later on I'd like to find some kind of another inlay that would work a little bit better than that. But for now, I mean, it covered up that hole. And killed my first squirrel with this shotgun. And so it has a lot of sentimental value to me. Beautiful old gun. Don't know anything about it, the age or anything, other than I know it says it's made in Italy. I can't really pronounce any of the writing on it, other than it says 12 gauge black powder. And I know it doesn't have the interchangeable chokes, but it does have a one side is a full and one side is a modified. And I think I had to make a new ramrod for it, if I'm not mistaken. I remember it had a broken ramrod. I had to redo that, put a new ramrod, but still had the plunger. So put a lot of time into restoring this old gun. It turned out pretty decent. Like I said, I don't know anything about it, but I mean, I've got a lot of time into it, and like I said, I killed my first squirrel with it, so there's my Sentimental Guns for the real Cobra burnout. And I guess I'm going to do the same as he did. Anybody watching this video, consider yourself tagged. Let me see your Sentimental Guns. Alright, this has been Robert, Bluegrass Bushcraft. You know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching.